Tackle Junkies, what's going on, everyone? Really appreciate you guys and gals for clicking on the video. Today's video, I don't even really know what I'm going to title this video yet. I just kind of wanted to do really like an overall recap of the year. Normally I would do like, what bait dominated for me during the season. But there's really not one bait in particular. You guys know if I had to pick one, it'd be a square bill, because that's basically all I throw. But we're going to get into that. But before I go any further, I know you guys are really looking forward to the unboxing videos. And those will probably start coming probably on Sunday. I'm probably going to have like 5 or 6 of them. But I ordered a ring light, trying to get lighting better for the videos and all that. So I ordered a ring light, so that should make the unboxing videos better. This video is probably a little dark. I'm in the garage, don't have much lighting in here. But moving forward, the ring light actually showed up right before I shot this video. Moving forward, I'll try to have a ring light in majority of my videos to have the lighting better. Especially though, I really wanted it for the unboxing videos, so you guys can really get a good look at the colors. But and while we're talking about that, I guess this video is just going to be just a bunch of different things. I wanted to really just kind of clear out the rod box here and kind of talk to you guys while I did it. But the last video, it was an unboxing type video. Did a little giveaway for Thanksgiving. But that video got more clicks or more views than my last like 5 or 6 videos. And obviously it's probably because it had unboxing in it, and you guys like that. But I also did like, a reel review, a rod review, some other things like that, and those normally do really good. So like, why aren't they getting views? Are you guys not getting notified? Are you guys not interested in the video? I'm not like a big thumbnail guy. I don't know all the right tags and titles to do and all that. I'm an older dude. Sometimes I just like to get straight to the point, put out there what it is. A lot of times that don't get views, and some guys will hate on the clickbait titles, but guys don't watch it if it ain't clickbaited. You know what I mean? It's like everyone wants to see the drama on YouTube, or something happened to this person, something bad, then you guys want to watch it. Look, I ain't doing Teemu on this channel. Teemu, if you're watching, you can stop emailing me daily. I'm not bringing that to my channel. But if you guys don't start watching some of the videos, no, even then, we ain't doing Teemu on this channel. I get contacted like daily from them for sponsored videos. That ain't my thing. I'm not putting that stuff on this channel. Plenty of other guys doing it, but it ain't gonna be me. No, in all seriousness, I mean, that is true, but all seriousness, I'll never do videos like that and all that. But what makes you guys click on the videos? I don't want to have to do clickbait titles. I ain't doing Teemu. I'm not doing that kind of stuff. But I want to put out videos that you guys want to watch. So what is it that makes you click? Do I need catchier thumbnails? What? Let me know what the deal is. And I know right now, YouTube is just like oversaturated with fishing content. And, guys talk about the old school guys doing this. I never get really recognized for that, but I was like one of the originals. Fluke Master, we started working together kind of on YouTube years back. And at that time, I think he had 4,000 subs. I had 800. And you were considered kind of big at that time. Now, he took off more than I did, obviously. And, but I was kind of one of the original dudes. I mean, I got MTV unboxings that would got like 20,000 views. Because back then, there wasn't nothing to watch, right? So as YouTube got more saturated, it's just harder to get seen, right? But yeah, I mean, I've been around a while. I ain't going anywhere. You guys know I'm here for the long run. I mean, I want that plaque, But I would like to get a few more views. I would like to know from you guys, you know, what really makes you guys click on a video. And I was kind of talking to my wife about that too. You know, when we're scrolling through Netflix like all night and end up watching nothing because all we did was look at previews, the ones we're clicking on are the ones with the catchy thumbnails, right? But even then, years ago, you didn't need a catchy thumbnail. There was nothing written on the thumbnails. You just, whatever picture came up, that was your thumbnail. You put a title on there and it got watched, you know. But it is getting harder and harder, a lot more competition, you know, a lot more competition on YouTube and all that. But like I said, I want to continue to put out content. I'm going to. I love doing this, but I want to put out videos you guys want to see. And this year, it may not look like it, this year I tried to really focus on some fishing videos. But man, it was the toughest year for me to date. And some of that's my fault, you know, and I'm not going to blame all this on COVID, but the little lakes that I fish, I mean, there's a lot of really good lakes that are a couple hours from me, so you're talking 4 hour round trip. Half the time I don't get up on time, so that's my fault. But you guys do know I run another business. It demands a lot of my life, and I don't get out on the water as much as possible. On my days off, I'm beat to hell, so I'm not up for getting up like 4 in the morning shooting videos, you know. So I usually get a later start. That's another reason I don't feel like doing a 4 hour round trip. But some of that, it's got to change, right? Things got to change if I'm going to get some better fishing videos. But like I was saying, COVID, I mean, the little lakes that I fish around here, I mean, COVID beat the heck out of them, you know. And I've talked about this before. I'm not going to get into it again. But it is beat the heck out of these lakes, and whatever fish are probably left in those lakes went over the spillway. You know what I'm saying? They are super, super tough. And it's so depressing. Like, Facebook memories come up, even this time of year, dude, and I'm still freaking jacking 3 and 4 pounders out there. It's like, what happened to these lakes? I mean, I know what happened, but it just got tougher and tougher. But really, my fault, you know, or what's my fault is I didn't really adapt, you know, with the pressure. And kind of what I mean by that is, I guess it's a combination of things too. I didn't give myself enough time, half of the days that I went out, to try to really figure out the fish and catch a video. I went out there with my confidence lures, reaction baits, mainly crankbaits, and just tried to force feed them for the hours that I had, okay? And some of that was waiting around on my wife to get off work. By the time I get to the lake, I'd have like 3 hours of daylight, or she'd be floating off the back in a tube with the radio, drinking. Some of that probably did affect the bites. You know, I'm not gonna lie there. I'm not taking full blame for this. But I didn't give myself enough time. I know that for sure. And like I said, I tried to force feed them my confidence baits because that's what I thought was the quickest way to catch them. And I learned fast. And I know I got one rigged up in here. I'll get to it. See if I can find it really fast. I learned fast fishing with my son, Big Mike, who is 13, who dang near whipped me every time we went out. You know, I learned fast that so many rods in here. I learned pretty fast that with all the pressure on these lakes, finesse is king. And it's not my style. It's not how I like to fish. I don't enjoy fishing that way. I'm not one of those guys that like won't pick up a spinning rod and call in fairy wands and all that. It's just not my style. I just don't like fishing that way. But after watching Big Mike freaking jack him right and left, I would say in front of me, but he was behind me and back of the boat. I'm going to link a video down below for you guys to check out. But jacking him behind me in the same spot I just went through with the crankbait, catching 3 4 pounders. That really opened my eyes. And even then, you know, I tried to adapt. Here's a little rig right here. This is a little Mojo rig. Little Mojo rig. You guys can see that there. And I went a little more professional with it. Used a little tungsten weight, peg stop. Got a little, that's a little Z-Man streaks or something on there. But even watching him do it, I did it for a little bit, got bored with it, went back to cranking. And like I said, it dang near whipped me every time we went out. So, I mean, I know I need to switch things up, right? And I got to give myself more time. So I can't always go out there cranking. Now, years ago, I could, man. I cranked just as much years ago, and I caught them good. But as the lakes get more and more pressure, that reaction type bite, that power fishing bite, has just kind of gone away, you know. So finesse is going to definitely be the deal, at least for me around here, for me to get some decent fishing videos. Now, I love a shaky head, I love a wacky rig. I don't throw them near enough, but it's something I definitely need to do. And I got to give myself more time, you know. Like I said, I got to get up earlier, stay out later, do whatever I need to do. I can't go there and try to figure these fish out in 3 hours. And there was a lot of times that I went there 3 hours hoping for a video, and it just did not pan out. But again, that's my fault for not throwing different baits. You know, I just went there, look, I got 3 hours, I'm going to these points, cranking, I'm gonna get a video or I'm not. And most times I did. I mean, some of you guys probably think I didn't even fish much. I was still going out 2-3 days a week, every week, but there was just nothing to show. And I couldn't, every time I, ended a day of fishing, I couldn't sit down and say, okay, another day of cranking failed. I mean, after a while, there was just nothing to talk about. So what I'm getting at here is I tried. I don't think I tried hard enough. I didn't put in enough time. I tried to focus more on just getting a video, not so much throwing the right things to catch the fish. I went out there, look, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna throw? Here's what I'm doing. Let's make it work. And most of the time it didn't work. It did not work. Even at the ponds, this was the roughest year ever at the ponds. And I was just talking to my brother-in-law about this yesterday. 2-3 years ago, man, if you go back early spring, me and Phantom Fishing, dude, we were getting like, 25-pound sacks out there for 5, like all the time, dude. It was crazy, the giant fish we were catching. And it's like the last couple years, they've like disappeared out there. Like, I don't know what the heck is just going on. And that's a private pond. You know, my grandma owns those ponds out there. There is other people fishing them. But man, it got tough too. So I don't know what's going on. I need to change some things up. So that's kind of where I'm at, really, you know. Just letting you guys know that I know I didn't put out this year. I tried. Apparently I didn't try hard enough. So from you guys, I want to know, like, what makes you click on the video? What do you guys really want to see, right? What baits do you guys have confidence in? What changes have you made, to make your fishing better, right? I know what I need to do. I'm curious what you guys have done. Did it work for you? And was it a good year for you, a bad year for you, best year, worst year? Like I said, I know it was my worst year, but I do believe I'm partial to blame. So it's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'm kind of depressed about it, to be honest with you guys. I mean, like right now, I hate to say my fishing's done. It probably is. Yeah, it's getting cold. Tomorrow's high is like 37, but then it warms back up again. But it's not so much the cold. This time of year, my work schedule just gets stupid. I never know when I'm working. I got to pick the better days to work. So I got the crappy days left to fish. And after freezing all day out there at work washing trucks, I sure don't feel like going to these lakes around here when I already know the outcome, right? So it's like, basically, I'm kind of done this year. So we're going to end the year with some unboxings and, probably do a few more reviews in the tackle room, probably do some things in the tackle room, things like that. Some reviews and just how-to stuff, maybe knots or whatever. I mean, that's kind of what we're going to finish the year out. But I'm really looking forward to spring. I know what I need to do. I definitely need to go to some different lakes. And I started going to Kincaid. I don't know much about Kincaid. I've been there in the past, went there a couple times this year. Did pretty terrible. Did pretty terrible. But I know the lake's better than that. I just got to spend some time figuring out where the fish are at, you know, when I'm going, you know. But, you know, and other things like the forward facing sonar, you know, I could go that route and get all that kind of stuff, but that's just not my style, you know. And I don't knock guys using it, but it's like, you know, I don't want to fish that way. Should I? Probably, yeah, because it would help me, you know. Well, I'm not saying it's going to help me find the fish. You still have to know how to use the stuff to find the fish. But I guess actually seeing the fish would let you know if you're in basically a dead area, you know, which I know a lot of the times the lake that I go to a lot, I'm sure most of the time there's probably not fish in that area. So I can see how that equipment would at least let you know if you're wasting your time or not. You still got to catch them. But either way, that's just not my style. I don't see me going that route to that fancy equipment and all that. I mean, I just like to fish for them, you know. And if I'm in a dead area, well, I'm in a dead area. But that's just how I like to fish. And as long as I give myself enough time, I'll realize I'm in a dead area and move on, right? So, but yeah, man, I want to keep things positive on the channel too. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now with the fishing industry, and a lot of guys have made videos jumping on that bandwagon. That ain't me. I don't care to talk about the drama. I don't want it on this channel. And if you guys want to see that stuff, you know, there's plenty of other guys making the videos on it. You know, again, I'm not doing Teemu. I'm not doing that kind of stuff. I'm just being me and just making the videos that I like to shoot, which all of you guys have loved over the years. But like I said, with YouTube being so saturated, we just got to figure out a different way to get them out there, you know. And some of you guys I know don't have the bell rung and all that, so make sure you're doing that and just and give me some feedback. If there's things I need to change on the videos, we'll change them up. But I want to keep rolling with this, you know. But I want to kind of admit to you guys that I'm not saying I just freaking failed this year, but I could have done better. And next year we're going to give ourselves more time. We're going to be super organized. You know, everything's going to be labeled. I know everything's at. That's another thing. I spent a lot of time, even though I got a lot of tackle on the boat and most of it appears to be organized, I still don't know where half of my crap is, you know, so I need it all labeled and just to maximize the time I have on the water, just because for the most part it is a little, you know, I don't have a ton of time on the water, but we're going to see if we can make some changes next year, get on the water even more and put some more fish in the boat. You know, I wanted to do like some scale reviews this year. We didn't even catch enough fish to use this dang scales. Here, I just bought another scale. I bought, what's it even called? The Bubba scale. I bought that scale from Fish USA. They had a pretty good sale on that. They still might by the time you guys watch this video. Head over there, check it out. Maybe had like 20% off on it. Because Tackle Warehouse sales freaking sucked, man. They were like terrible. But, yeah, so I went to Fish USA, hooked up tackle. I did get some things from Tackle Warehouse where I couldn't find other places or colors were sold out. I just spent a few bucks there. But yeah, I got quite a few orders coming in that I think you guys will enjoy. Again, we got the ring light for that. But guys, I think I'm kind of just rambling on now. Again, I just came down here to kind of clear out the rod box and take some line off some reels and things like that. But I did want to shoot a video just kind of just talking to you guys, you know, just being real and you know, I wanted to talk about the bait that dominated, but like I said, if I had to pick one, it would be a square bill because that's what I caught the most fish on. But did it dominate? Well, I mean, I guess if you compare it to everything else I fished, yeah, it did because I caught the most fish on it, but I didn't freaking jack them. Let's put it that way. I did not have a stellar year on the square bill. So I'm going to make some changes and it's going to be a great 24. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are there riding along with me. I love you guys. Not my typical kind of video here, but I just wanted to talk to you guys, kind of letting you guys know where my head's at. And I'm going to hit it hard next year, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Love you guys. We will see you guys on the next one.